Hi everyone, welcome back to part 2 of my Rollercoaster Tycoon playthrough. And before we begin, I thought I'd better mention, on my first part that I posted, I can't remember now, but I don't think there was any game sound. And to be honest, I was just kind of wondering if anyone knew actually how to have the game sound being recorded as well as my voice, because I've been like messing around with a load of the settings in Fraps and also in the control panel just to try and alter what settings record what and what's being played back and all that. But tried testing the recording, and for some reason it isn't picking up the game sound, just my voice. So if anyone knows how to get both, please leave a comment or send me a message, don't mind which, and I'll reply to you and thank you and everything really. So I thought I'd better mention that. But anyway, enough said, let's get down to it. So last time we built the carousel and the haunted house, and also another thing that I need to mention. Someone did send me a message after I posted the last part saying that I can actually put no entry signs on exits of attractions, which I didn't know, but it's it's a handy tip to know, I guess. So I'll just do it on the haunted house as well. So we're gonna build our first roller coaster in this episode. I think that's on this bit here. I'm not sure really which one to build, either a steel mini roller coaster or a wooden roller coaster. I guess whichever is cheapest. 2,800 upwards, or one. Oh, it's like half the price, so do that one. Now, I guess I could put the crazy caterpillar in, because I think, yeah, that's an already built one. But we want this to be as fun as possible, so I guess we're going to do them from scratch, and if they go terribly wrong, then all part of the lols, I guess. So I think, let me zoom out, let me see the overall map. Okay, so there is quite a lot of space, and of course I can expand, although I have only got $7,500, which is an absolute ton if you think of it in real life, but we're not, of course, and 7.5 grand is not that much in a game, so we're going to have to use this wisely. There is a way to get loans, which we come to later if we need to. But I think I'll build this kind of junior one in this corner here. I won't make it too mental. And of course, this I think Rollercoaster Tycoon 1 is the game that is really strict about its intensity ratings, which if you don't know what that is, basically when you build a roller coaster, when you test it, it will come up with the results of its scariness, its excitement rating and all that. And basically what you're aiming for is to get a really high excitement rating and a really low intensity or a medium intensity, and also there is nausea, I think, which is rated at some level, but basically, I'm going to try and not make it too intense, because I think out of the three games, this is the one that always, no matter what you do, will always make it like really intense. So I've got to keep it pretty risk-free, to be honest. But anyway, well, I don't know why in the track. It's in a diarrhea colour, but we can always change it at a later date. So I think I'll have it as a helix going up first. If I just do it to there for now, I won't make it go incredibly high for the first incline. And then I could have it maybe going down and start going down anyway, and maybe helix. Which way could it helix? If I turn the camera around, I could do that. Maybe have a. Ah, that looks cool. Okay. So that will be getting up a bit of speed. Maybe it could even out and start heading back up, and maybe helix back up again. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, helix. I'm kind of guessing that. I just know it from Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 when I played that. I think when there's like an option where you can actually helix a roller coaster, where it kind of like goes in a spiral shape, like I've done here. I think that's what it's called anyway. So don't call me a noob if it's wrong. So hopefully it will lose a bit of speed when going up here, so it isn't completely mental. And then if it turns here, then it could drop again. Got to make sure this doesn't take up too much space. Decisions. Could go down again. Is that a gap through there? It'd be quite cool if it could almost incline back up through the actual track. I don't know if I'll be able to, but it's worth a shot. If I could have it vertically going up. No, that's not going to work, is it? Okay. I'll delete that, and I'll maybe delete these trees here. Okay, nope. It's going to have to be a small bend. And can go to the floor. And head back up again. And maybe here is where it can start inclining again. Maybe even higher this time. Turn here and maybe have a steep drop. Maybe start it as a small decline and then a steep one. And it can start evening out again. And also something I did want to do was actually do a kind of a caterpillar shape track, which I'll show you what I mean now. Right, basically goes straight, goes down one, straight one, up one, straight one. Basically like that kind of shape, a caterpillar. And I think, oh, got a Ferris wheel. Brilliant. I guess I can place that as the next attraction. So if that's gone up, I'll be going down. I can get up a bit more speed. And then I'll try and get it back to the station. I'll try and get it back to the station anyway. Okay, have this straighten out here. Of course, I don't want the G-force to be too much as well. If it's going up a big speed, I don't want the actual coaster to suddenly like go around a tight bend because it will break everyone's backs. But I've got to make sure it can get a little bit of lose a bit of speed here. Go, maybe put a few brakes here. Like that. And then like that. Aha! Brilliant. Have a small bend. Well, I've got a bad feeling this isn't going to work. I think I actually need to put an S-bend to the left, so then I have room to bring it back round to this station. Like this. Perfect. And that is the first roller coaster. Now we've just got to test it and hope that the intensity isn't incredibly high, which I can't guarantee, because of course I haven't done this for ages. But we will see, I guess. And while that's doing that, and we're watching it, I can start building the entrance path. I'll make that red for danger. Actually, no, that needs to come out here, doesn't it? Just watch this. Whee. Ooh, just got enough speed there. Okay, I don't think it was going that fast when it was going around that bend. I can't be sure, but that looked pretty decent. A pretty good one for, the little kitty winkies. That sounded really creepy, which I didn't mean it to be, just in case anyone was wondering. Okay. Oh no, the exit's there. Good, that will be fine. Then I can put the no entry sign. Need to turn that around like that. No, that looks weird there. There we go, perfect. And that's not bad, I guess. Medium excitement rating. high intensity and high nausea. Yeah, I would have thought people would go on this ride. I mean, the only times you need to be worried is when the intensity is basically about 13 and it says extremely high, and the excitement is like at 2 and it says low. That's when you kind of know that no one's going to go on it apart from the people who want to lose their lives. But anyway, let's change this diarrhea track. What could we change it to? We need to make it look inviting. That looks absolutely disgusting. Looks like there's blood in it. No, I'm not even going to say what I was going to say then. White. Actually, no, I think... Whoa, jeez. Okay, that's a bit over bright. Is it like a grey colour? That looks pretty darn good. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. And change the carts to blend in. That looks pretty cool, if I don't say so myself. And I can make this free because people are going to pay to actually go into the park. And now we can have it as open. And it's raining. Brilliant. Before I forget, I'm going to change the name to something cheesy. What could I change it to? I don't know, the feast. I know, completely random, but that's me, I guess. And actually, I haven't even opened the park yet, have I? I might as well put that on. And I don't want a free entrance, otherwise I will be making absolutely no money. So, start it as 15. I can always increase it when I start putting more rides in and it actually starts to become worth the money. So, I could put that as open. Oh, need to make that free. And I need to open this carousel. And that is already 3. Not 3, free. And I think we are good. Let's see if anyone's actually going to go onto the feast. Now, I think rain actually puts people off. For some reason, I don't know why. I'll change the name to this. Carousel is catchy. I don't know if that's how you spell carousel. Can tell how good my grammar is. Change the name to Haunted House as well. Actually, might as well just delete the one because it's going to be the only one I have. But yeah, anyway, so I think that's been 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I haven't really been looking at a clock, but I'm aiming to make these episodes 10-15 minutes. I think I said that in the last episode. Of course, when I start building bigger rides and all that, I might need to increase the time a little bit, otherwise it might get a bit annoying if I'm like halfway through a roller coaster and suddenly I end the video. But yeah, so I think it's been a good, this is a good point to end the video, so I hope you enjoyed. Part 3 will be here at some point. I don't know when yet, whenever I decide to record it, really. So yeah, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.